As we head into the November elections, 43 states will be using electronic voting machines that are at least a decade old. Are you comfortable leaving the election open to tampering by every foreign government that has a sophisticated team of cyber operatives, such as China or Russia, or even a solitary hacker like Guccifer? You remember hearing about Guccifer. For that matter, Silicon Valley is full of computer experts and hackers, all of whom support Hillary Clinton. So why is America not waking up and stepping on this electoral landmine with this problem?
It's time for another blistering report from the front lines of the cultural war for a constitutional America. And now, here's your host, Charles Benninghoff.
This is Charles Benninghoff, and today I want to alert you to just how vulnerable our elections are to electronic tampering. This is an incredibly serious problem that the federal government and the 50 United States just don't seem willing to address. Everyone knows it's a problem, but no one's doing anything to correct it. We're proposing a plan for legislation right now to require paper ballots in the upcoming and future elections, which are much less vulnerable to tampering. If you like the idea, I hope you'll join us in calling on the House and the Senate Rules Committee to adopt the idea immediately. I'll tell you how you can help in just a minute. But first, let me explain why this is such a serious problem. We've all seen the news reports about Hillary Clinton's private email servers. That's right, servers, not just a single one, all of which were hacked in her basement. The Democrat National Committee's internal emails were hacked and released by WikiLeaks this month, as well as the Democrat Congressional Campaign Committee. But that's nothing compared to the federal agencies and departments that have been hacked in just the last 2 years. Here's a list of the hacked agencies and departments. The State Department, not just Hillary's homebrew server, but the actual State Department itself was hacked. The IRS, the White House, the Department of Defense, the Pentagon, and the United States Army were all hacked last year in separate attacks. The Office of Personnel Management, the Postal Service, the Census Bureau, the Federal Aviation Administration, yes, all those were hacked too. And how about this? The Federal Election Commission was hacked in 2014. If the Department of Defense can be hacked, then how difficult do you think it would be to hack a 10-year-old electronic voting machine and change the results? Election officials in many states would not even know if these machines have been tampered with electronically. I believe Hillary Clinton and her rabid supporters would literally do just about anything to stay in power this November, including hiring foreign hackers to sway the election in her favor. How is the convenience of electronic voting worth the risk to the integrity of our elections? I say it's not. This is why we are demanding that Congress immediately mothball the aging electronic voting machines in all 50 states and demand that paper ballots be used. The only benefit to these machines is to allow the votes to be counted faster. Why? So the media can declare results quickly on election night. This is for the media's convenience, not for the voters. If we have to wait an extra day or two to learn whether Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton is the next president, so what? Wouldn't you rather know the election results were accurate and valid? China, Russia, Iran, and any number of other nations could decide the outcome of the American election if we leave these old electronic machines in place. If our national defense agencies can protect the sensitive data on their systems, then you can rest assured that states like California to Maine can't do that either. This is really a reality of living in an electronic age, and the best way to combat that is to use old-fashioned systems like a paper ballot. I hope you agree, and I hope also you'll go to our action page today. The clock is ticking, but there is still time to convince Congress to act and have the states switch to an all-paper ballot system before November. Stay tuned for instructions on how to get to our action page and speak out to Congress and demand paper ballots. Don't let Hillary Clinton hack the 2016 elections. This is Charles Benninghoff signing off and wishing you freedom, fulfillment, and God's many, many blessings.
If you're watching this video on our action page on our website and you'd like to support our efforts, use the form to the right of this video screen to select a program. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, click the icon appearing in the upper right corner now to find a link to our action page. Follow that link and speak out today.